Hi, I'm Mark Dickinson.
Hi, I am Luke Dickinson.
Hi, my name is Andrew.
Toad Jam from Dickinson Bros. What is Toad Jam? Toad Jam is a casual game, interactive, online multiplayer, and cross-platform. Fundamentals. Toads will jump from the bottom of the screen towards the top of the screen, and your goal is to survive as long as you can by making sure those toads never reach the top of the screen. You do this by swiping the toads left or right in an attempt to get at least 3 toads in a vertical line or horizontal line. When that happens, those toads will disappear. All the toads will stop jumping towards the top of the screen momentarily, at least until those toads have disappeared, and the toads on top will fall down. Now, another key to do well in this game is you need to go for combos. Because if you can get a set of 3 and you have the other blocks on top fall down, give you another set, the toads will have stopped moving that entire time.
Puzzle mode. There are 80 unique and challenging puzzles. With only a limited amount of moves, you are to clear the screen of toads. The more you play, the more it will improve your efficiency in the classic and online games. Casual game. We chose a casual game because it is the fastest growing market. I enjoy playing casual games when I am waiting, for example, in the car or online, because casual games can be short, fun, and simple.
We chose to do live online play with Toad Jam because people like to play with their friends. The competitive edge encourages players to continue to come back to play more and to improve their skills. In Toad Jam, you're able to play interactively online with other players. You're able to see their screen and see how they're doing. You can also send and receive attacks from them. Because of the true live multiplayer, Toad Jam gives a very different feel to a casual game.
Cross-platform. Windows 8 and Windows Phone brings a much bigger audience. Having choice is key. I'll give you an example. When I go to school, I have about a 35 minute commute to ASU. And I take the bus, and when I'm on the bus, I have time. And I pull out my phone and I play a game. See, this makes sense to me. I'm not going to pull out my desktop computer and lug it around. I'm not going to pull out my laptop while I'm on the bus. When I get to school, I'm in between class and I have a few minutes. I generally pull out my phone and play a game. Now, on the other hand, when I get home from school, I don't feel like playing games on my phone as much as I've got my desktop computer. But being able to play on Windows 8 gives me that option. So now I can play the same game at school and at home on whatever device suits me best. Now this also works with a tablet. Being able to play Windows 8 games on a tablet is great. When I go out to a friend's, or I go out on a small vacation, if I go camping, or if I'm just sitting on the couch, I don't want to have my desktop computer out there, but I do have my tablet handy. So I can pull out my tablet and I can play the game, which is great. Another key feature of having cross-platform is you have a user pool of people who are playing on Windows Phone, and you also have a different user pool of players playing on Windows 8. Now, playing cross-platform takes those user pools and merges them into one. So now we have one user pool, one user base across all devices. In other words, if Windows Phone does real well and Windows 8 isn't doing quite as well, Windows Phone will actually raise Windows 8. They will both push each other up.
we noticed that almost all successful casual games have themes. So you may ask, why toads? Well, we thought toads were exciting, simple, and interesting. People relate to toads much better than they relate to blocks. In casual games, people like to feel like they're a part of the game.
What do you think of the game Toad Jam?
Well, first Toe Jam, I mean, it was kind of hard, so that made it engaging for me. Like, if it was so easy where I could just leave the frogs wherever, I think I would have gotten bored.
Being able to play with your friends, is that important?
Yeah. I got other games that I play with my friends.
Like, what other games do you think you
Just like a practice game.
like Facebook games? Is that, do you think you play it more if you play with your friends? Or
It makes me want to go back and check it and see like how they did and try and beat them. So I can be like in your face.
yeah, awesome. Do you like playing games on your phone?
On games, like whenever you're just like, I don't know, you go someplace and instead of waiting in line or waiting for like your turn or whatever, you're just those times when you're waiting, when you spend a lot of time every day waiting, it's like, oh, I'm waiting right now. I'm just gonna play a game on my phone, like
Right.
instead of standing here being bored, thinking about nothing. Oh, hey, my friend got a higher score than me. Let me screw him over really fast,
Right.
and then I can keep on doing whatever I'm doing.
How long do you think you play games on your phone on average per day or per week?
Probably at least 2 hours a day, maybe less. Maybe. Casual gaming versus like extreme gaming.
Yeah.
Like
What
intense gaming.
would you prefer?
I don't know, it's kind of in between. Like I like a challenge, and like that kind of makes it extreme. It's challenging, but casual. It's just like it's just something you can get on and do it for like a second, and like oh, it doesn't really matter if you get off really fast. Like that's I don't know. I feel like that's more casual, and just balance between both.
Future development. Ranking is something we've put a lot of thought into. Now, a lot of games have leaderboards, but leaderboards really just show the top players. They might show your rank in there as well, but it's not too relevant. So we want to put in 5 divisions and then show yourself in that division and show yourself going up and down in that division. So you're not comparing yourself with the top player or the worst player, you're comparing yourself with people about your skill level. Additional effects. Now we have some effects in the game, but we definitely think it could be a little more slick if we had a little bit more interaction online from the players. So as you're sending an attack to another player, you can see more of an animation. You can feel like, wow, this is actually happening, not just blocks are appearing onto my screen. Another thing we've thought about is the ability to add friends. Now, we already know you're going to be able to play your friends with this, but if you can add your friends and see more stats with your friends, then you can kind of compare. Wow, oh great, my friend here just beat this level in this amount of time. Well, that's awesome. I want to beat that. You know, also be able to jump on when they're on at the same time and join together into the same game. What does Toe Jam bring to the table? In the end, Toe Jam brings several game modes that you can play with your friends cross-platform on Windows Phone and on Windows 8. It has an innovative achievement system that shows the achievements as you're playing, interactive game pieces with an exciting theme, and an addicting game.